Welcome back, guys. From this, I was supposed to show you two things. Because you might not be using the pro version of Canva, you might need something to remove a background, just the way I use the Canva premium feature to remove the background from here. If you're using Canva for free, there are free tools, free AI tools that you can use to remove background. Let me look for photos like related to food first. So we're going to bring it in just to redesign this flyer. So all I have to do is to come to different stock photos websites. I'll just look for it right here. I'll just type stock photos from here. There are a lot of stock photos websites. Look at Pixels right here. Look at Unsplash. So let's use Pixels. So let me just search for what I'm looking for. I'll just say food. So let me search for food and let's see what we have here. So I'll accept all cookies and let's see what we have here. So we could look for food from here. Let's look for food. So let's look for food and here we have different photos related to food and we could use any of these. So this is an image, a free image. Let's see the one I could use. Let me just choose something like this. I'll just click on free download. I'll download this for free and here we have it downloaded. So I have it in my downloads. When it comes to my downloads, this is the picture right here. So right now I want to remove this. I want to remove the background. So let's try to remove the background. So I'll use remove.bg. That's the website, that's the AI I'll use to remove the background. Remove.bg. Look at it right here, remove.bg. So I'm going to come to remove.bg to remove the background. All I have to do is to drag and drop it into remove.bg. Remove image background automatically. So all I have to do is to come here. I'll just bring this in to remove the background. I'll just bring it in to remove the background this way. And that way we'll be able to do two things. We'll be able to search for stock photos if we don't want to use Canva to source for our stock photos, just the way I did here, that I looked for this. If we don't want to do that, this is a stock photo as well. If you don't want to use something like this can be used for free. And if you don't want something like that, you could use something like Pixels to look for free photos and use for yourself. They are stock photos. As you could see, I've removed the background. All I have to do is to download. I'm going to download that. I'm coming back to my download. Here is what I removed. All I have to do is to come and drop it into Canva. So I'll come to Canva itself to drop it into Canva. So we have something like this and here we're going to just make sure we drop it into Canva. So I'll just bring it back here and I'll drop it into Canva itself. So here we have the image dropped. So I'm going to just bring it in. I could remove this easily, then bring this in. Let's see what we have here. It changes the perception of our design. So we could just bring something like this here. And here we have this interrupting with what we have here. So all I have to do is to look into the layer. I'm just going to look for layer. So I'll say layer and I'll show layers right here. Show layers. Then we have this. Look at it right here. So all we have to do is to make sure it comes down. So I can move it around from here. So let's move it from here too. So we have something like this. You can send it backward. You don't have to do the showing of layer. You could easily send it backward as well. So you could see from here, you could say send to the back, send backward. You could just say send backward and it sends it to the back. So you could reduce the opacity a little bit. So just to make our design look more professional. So you could reduce that and we could remove some of the elements we used during the previous design. We won't be needing it. So we have something like this and you could make this come this way because we are having more freedom right now. So we could make something like this and we're having the variation of the flyer right now and this is not looking bad. We could just reduce the opacity a little bit as well and we have something like this which is not looking bad as well. So you could choose the best one for you so far, or you could just make it even something more bigger, but that would be too extra. So let me just go back to what we have. So this is not looking bad at all. So we could download this. So you could choose the one, your favorite one. So this will be the second version of this and I'll have that downloaded. So in this particular lesson, we'll be able to look for stock photos. We'll be able to source photos on stock websites where you get free stock photos, and we'll be able to use an AI tool to remove the background of the photo we sourced for. So it's as simple as that, easy peasy. I hope to see you in the next lesson where we get to mock up this particular flyer. So we have two versions. This is the first version and we have the second version. This is the second version. I prefer the first version, but this is not looking bad as well. This looks so okay as well. I hope to see you in the next lesson. See you there.